Hello everyone, welcome back once again to your favorite channel, that is Lukmaan IAS, and we are going to proceed in the another topic of our PT 2023 economics short topic of the day. So today's topic is with regard to the most unique feature that the Indian markets they have witnessed in past couple of years, that is the UPI, Universal Payment Interface. Yes, we know it very well that how UPI has eased our lives when it comes to the day-to-day or the daily basis transactions. किस तरीके से हमारी रोजमर्रा की जिंदगी को UPI ट्रांजैक्शंस ने आसान कर दिया है, किस तरीके से हम लेस कैश नहीं, हम कैशलेस इकोनॉमी बनते जा रहे हैं, एंड ऑल क्रेडिट गोज टू एंड ऑल थैंक्स गोज टू द UPI system that is introduced in front of us in the year 2016 by the government. Okay, so it was none other than the event that took place on 8th of November 2016, that is considered as the day of demonetization, when the 500 and 1000 rupee currency notes, they were considered as not in use anymore. ओके, सो 8 नवंबर 2016 हम सब जानते हैं उस रोज क्या हुआ, 500 और 1000 रुपए के जो नोट्स थे उनको बोला गया कि अब ये नहीं चलेंगे, इन्हें रद्द किया जा रहा है। और उस वक्त पहली बारी ऐसा हमें फील हुआ कि काश एक ऑनलाइन पेमेंट सिस्टम हमारे पास होता। दो द रियलिटी इज समथिंग एल्स। ऐसा नहीं है कि इससे पहले हमारे पास ऑनलाइन पेमेंट सिस्टम नहीं हुआ करता था। There were some apps already present there in the market known as Paytm. Popularly, okay, there was this app which was going on, but people were not using Paytm as a means of transaction. People at that time till 2016, Paytm was used just as a medium for online recharge, mobile recharge, or the Metro card recharge, or the DTH recharge, or even maximum for these things, nothing more or less than that. Okay, but when the demonetization was going on, when we were having the long queues in front of the banks to exchange the currency notes, okay, for which almost the whole day used to pass out. And many of the times it happened with the people that even after standing in the queue for the whole day, they were not getting the chance to enter inside the bank because of the long or the length of the queue, right? So at that time, the masses realized for the first time that we need an independent online tool, okay, an online equipment through which, with the help of which, we would be able to make up the transactions. That means the cash won't be required. And then came up the government, the central government, okay, in partnership with the Central Bank of India, that is Reserve Bank of India. Okay, so in the year 2016 itself, the government, they came up with the National Payment Corporation of India. Okay, the National Payment Corporation of India launched the UPI, Universal Payment Interface. Now, what is actually the UPI? Okay, UPI that merges all of your banks in one single mobile number. Yesterday's session only, if you have seen, then we discussed about Jam Trinity, Jan Dhan, Aadhaar and mobile. That how the zero balance bank accounts were opened with the help of the Aadhaar card, PAN card and the mobile number. Right? So we have seen in yesterday's session how your Aadhaar card is linked with your PAN card, how your PAN card is linked with your mobile number. And with the help of all of these three things, you can easily open up a bank account from your home only within couple of minutes. Okay, some 2, 3, 4 minutes maximum, okay, 3-4 minutes it takes to open up a bank account these days online. Okay, so it was in that year only when the government launched its own UPI system, that is Universal Payment Interface System, and which merged all of your bank accounts with your mobile number. Now what you need to do, you just need to download one single UPI app. You may go ahead with Paytm. Okay, there are a number of Indian apps which are working with the UPI. Paytm is there, Google Pay is there, Phone Pay is there, okay, Amazon Pay is also there these days. And apart from that, government launched its own UPI app. See, Google Pay, Phone Pay, Paytm, these are all the apps of private organizations. Okay, these are all the private players. But in the very same year, 2016 only, the government of India launched its own UPI application known as the BHIM, BHIM, Bharat Interface for Money. And what was happening there? Same, UPI only. That means it merged all of your banks, all of your bank accounts. आपके पास 2 अकाउंट है, 3 अकाउंट है, 4 अकाउंट है, whatever. Okay? वो सारे बैंक अकाउंट्स आपके मोबाइल नंबर से लिंक कर दिए गए और आपका मोबाइल नंबर ही बन गया एक्चुअली आपका ट्रांजैक्शन आईडी, आपकी ट्रांजैक्शन आइडेंटिटी. Now what is going on with the help of UPI? We can make up the transactions anytime. So when it comes to the realm of IMPS, that is immediate payment services. Okay, while doing the bank transactions, you might have encountered these terms known as IMPS, NEFT, RTGS, etc., etc. So NEFT and RTGS, they are something which takes time, but we have got IMPS as well. That is immediate payment services. That is immediate payment transfer. Okay, so according to the principles of IMPS only, guys, please make the notes very clearly, okay, very carefully as well. According to the principles of IMPS only, that is immediate payment services only, the UPI was launched, that is Universal Payment Interface. That means UPI is having no time limit. That is, that is no kind of a time limit. No kind of a time limit. That is, you are able to have transactions only between 10 to 5 or 10 to 6 like that. No. Whatever the time is, wherever the location is, you just need an internet connection and a smartphone with the UPI application and you can make up the transaction. You can send the money anytime, anywhere to any person, and even you can also receive the money from anytime, anywhere, okay, from any person. Okay, this is where it stands. Now, coming back to the point, that is what is actually we are having when it comes to the UPI. So UPI, as with regard to the examination, from the perspective of the examination, we have to understand that it is launched by NPCI, National Payment Corporation of India. अब हम बात करेंगे नेशनल पेमेंट कॉर्पोरेशन ऑफ इंडिया की. तो नेशनल पेमेंट कॉर्पोरेशन ऑफ इंडिया, इट इज लॉन्च्ड बाय 2 मेजर ऑर्गेनाइजेशंस. ओके, एनपीसीआई जो है ये 2 अलग अलग ऑर्गेनाइजेशंस ने मिलकर तैयार किया है. एक तो है हमारी रिजर्व बैंक ऑफ इंडिया, दैट इज आरबीआई, और दूसरा है हमारा इंडियन बैंक्स एसोसिएशन, दैट इज आईबीए. So both of these 2 organizations, they produced the NPCI, that is National Payment Corporation of India, and the National Payment Corporation of India launched the UPI, Universal Payment Interface. Okay, so you can see it's a hierarchy. So first of all, what we have, Indian Banks Association plus the Reserve Bank of India. They launched what? They launched the National Payment Corporation of India. Then apart from that, in the year 2016 itself, the National Payment Corporation of India launched UPI, that is Universal Payment Interface. Okay, now when we talk about the zenith, the success of UPI in India, okay, कि कितना successful रहा है हमारे यहाँ UPI system. Okay, so the zenith of our UPI can be seen with the recent news what we have, that the Singapore's Pay Now services, they want to have a tie-up with the UPI of India. Okay, Singapore, one of the leading markets in the cashless transactions. You talk about the leading markets in the cashless transactions, so it will be the nations of Singapore and Switzerland. Switzerland, just a couple of years back only, they provided their data that only 7% of the transactions are happening inside the territory of India, territory of Switzerland, in physical format, that is in cash. Okay, just 7% of the transactions of Switzerland, okay, it is taking place, or it is happening in cash. The rest other transactions, that is 93% of the transaction, is taking place online only. That means majority of the transactions are in records. Okay, so UPI is something, the very same thing. Okay, maximum of the transactions are in record. And what is the most wonderful news we have? Singapore's Pay Now services, they want to tie up with our UPI system. Why? Because Indian market actually provided tremors to the whole market of this globe. In the year 2021 itself, in the month of October, Okay, guys, please make it very clear in your notes, okay, while now noting down. That is, UPI payments were recorded at its heights, at its zenith in the October 2021, when it was stated that some $1 billion and above of the transactions took place in India in October 2021 online, that is with the help of UPI. Now you can understand how much of the crowd, how much of the masses, how much of the citizens this UPI has covered. Whether you are in a rural area, whether you are in a town area, urban area, suburban area, wherever you are, whether you are going in a grocery store to buy some groceries, whether you are going to a vegetable vendor to buy some vegetables or fruits, whatever, okay, there also you can see the QR code. Okay, or if not QR code, then also you can ask the vendor, ask the particular trader to provide the UPI ID or the mobile number. And there you can simply put in the mobile number on your app, okay, whatever you are using, or you can just simply scan the QR code and make up the transactions. Right? Now there is no issue that I have to provide the exact amount, I have to provide the change and so on, etc., etc. No issues. It saves the time. Apart from that, it is also kept on records. Right? So that is why the Pay Now services of Singapore, they came to us. That is, let's tie up. Okay, that means if I am from India and I went to Singapore, okay, that is, Indian diaspora is too much there in the Singapore. Indian tourists are also there in Singapore, those who are paying high number of visits there. Okay, so if I am an Indian, okay, having my own UPI, that is Bheem or whatever the application I'm going ahead with, and I am inside the state of Singapore at that time, okay, and I want to make an online payment, then also with my Indian UPI only, I can make up the transactions in Singapore. Okay, and Singapore got too much of attracted and too much of happy, because then only it sent this kind of a huge proposal to us, because it saw the 2021 transaction data of the UPI in India. Okay, so guys, the facts that you need to remember here is because the UPI, okay, the private applications are there, but also the government has launched its own app, that is Bheem, Bharat Interface for Money, in the year 2016 itself. Apart from that, UPI joins all of your bank account with your mobile number, okay, and one single mobile number is enough for you to have transactions in any of your bank accounts. Okay, whether you want to transfer the money or whether you want to receive the money, send or receive, just with the mobile number. Apart from that, launched in 2016 by whom? By the National Payment Corporation of India. And National Payment Corporation of India is the child, or is the production of the two different organizations known as the Reserve Bank of India and the Indian Banks Association, that is IBA. So RBI plus IBA is equal to NPCI, National Payment Corporation of India. Okay, so UPI is one of its highest ever rated systems. Okay, NPI's highest ever rated systems is UPI, apart from the NACH, okay, National Accredited Clearing Houses या National Accounts Clearing Houses. Okay, so इसकी अगर हम बात करें NACH में एक पॉइंट है, ओके, वो बढ़िया परफॉर्म कर रहा है एनपीसीआई के अंदर. उसके अलावा ओके, हमारे पास जो है यूपीआई भी है जो एक बढ़िया काम कर रहा है. ओके, एनएससीएच का फुल फॉर्म एक बार वापस से कर लेते हैं, सॉरी आई प्रोनाउंस इट रॉन्ग. इट इज नेशनल क्लियरिंग, ओके, नेशनल अकाउंट्स क्लियरिंग हाउस, ओके, नेशनल ऑटोनॉमस क्लियरिंग हाउस, ओके, या नेशनल ऑटोमेटेड क्लियरिंग हाउस, okay, of the transactions. That is, if you have any kind of an EMI against your bank, okay, so against your bank account, so it happens that you do not need to pay. With the help of NACH, that is National Automated Clearing House, you can make the payment without any hindrance, without any disturbance in between. That means the payment will be automatically debited from your account on the date of the EMI. Okay, so that is what the NACH works. Okay, that is National Automated Clearing House. It also works under the NPCI, that is National Payment Corporation of India. Apart from that, NPCI also has the Aadhaar enabled payment services. Okay, that is also working something like kind of a UPI only, but not exactly UPI. Okay, so Aadhaar enabled payment services, we'll be discussing about it in some another upcoming sessions. Okay, so all of these things are the positive points of the UPI. But yes, everything comes with its pros and cons. UPI also have some of the cons. That is, the online fraud takes place too much because of the UPI. The fake accounts are there, okay, the scams are there with regard to the UPI, and the biggest thing that troubled the UPI market in India was the malware, a virus, okay. What was the name of the virus? Cerberus was the virus that troubled the UPI system in India. That means, what was happening with the Cerberus virus, okay, if that virus has been inducted in your device, then what will happen? You might scan any of the QR code, okay, and the QR code will provide you the name and account details of that one particular person only, of whom QR code you have scanned. But the moment you will make up the transaction, the money will go not to that account of which QR code you have scanned, but to some another anonymous account. Okay, so that is what happened because of the Cerberus virus, Cerberus malware, okay, system. And but no doubt in that, the government of India take very strong and cognizant actions and eliminated it as much as per earlier possible way. ओके गाइस, सो आपने बहुत सारी चीजें डिस्कस करी हैं, आज हमने अपने साथ बहुत सारी डिस्कस करी हैं। यहाँ पे आपको एक वायरस के बारे में बताया गया, ओके, कंप्यूटर वायरस, ओके, नॉट द बायोलॉजिकल वायरस, ओके, इट वाज अ सॉफ्टवेयर वायरस, ओके, दैट इज सर्बिसियस। देन एनपीसीआई के बारे में जाना आपने, उसके अलावा यूपीआई के बारे में भी बहुत कुछ हमने डिस्कस किया, जिसका डायरेक्ट लिंक है हमारे कल के सेशन के साथ, जो कि हमने डिस्कस किया था जनधन, Aadhaar and mobile about the Jam Trinity. Okay everyone, so I hope you enjoyed about the session, learned a lot, and I hope that's going to support you a lot in your prelims as well as mains examination. Thank you so much guys for joining. See you all soon. Till then, bye bye, take care, study well, and Jai Hind.